Hi folks, Will at LL Workshop. My windscreen rubber was, well, has been awful for so many years. And it's one of those things you're thinking, I don't want to do that job. Should I do that job? The advice always says genuine seals are better and the Britpop ones are awful. But then later advice says, well, actually the Britpop ones are a bit better now because they're a bit looser, so they're not so stressed in the corners, so they're less likely to crack. And some of the seals in the rubber can be really hard to get on because, I mean, the rubber is harder, so it's harder to get onto the windscreen and what have you. And you kind of think, I don't really want to do that. I've done the rear windows. You've seen them when I fitted the brake light. Getting windows in is hard. And the likelihood of smashing the windscreen is quite high, or cracking the windscreen. And it happens, for all the stuff I've seen on forums, probably, and the advice people are giving, I would say there's probably a 50% chance of cracking the windscreen. So I've just got fed up with the leaks in my footwell, and this, I mean, the windscreen rubber's been cracked as long as I've had the Defender, which is crazy. I've left it that long, but that's the fear of breaking your windscreen. So I thought I'd bite the bullet. I bought a seal and got a mobile windscreen fit around. It wasn't that expensive, about 50 quid. And look what happened. So you get someone to do the job because you're like, I'm going to crack it. I just know I'm going to crack it. The success rate is pretty low for people doing it themselves. And there you go. He frigging cracked it. Now, this is... So he charged me 50 quid. He said afterwards, you know, it normally takes 15, 20 minutes to do a Defender. He thought, oh, I'll just pop round and do it. It'd be a quick job, 15, 20 minutes. He was worried that what he quoted me at 50 quid was too much. He was a bit worried that I wouldn't take it because he'd think I was extorting him. I thought it was quite a good deal for the, you know, the potential hassle of not having to crack a windscreen. I thought it was worth it and not to do it myself. So after, he spent about 45 minutes. This is an Allmakes seal, okay? I have got a genuine seal in the garage, but I wanted to, you know, because of the kind of confusion over the quality and stuff like that, I wanted to buy an aftermarket one and get a fitter to fit it and then see what happened. Well, here we go. It took him about 45 minutes to try and fit the seal onto the windscreen. Him and another guy, they were struggling. I was a bit embarrassed because I was thinking, at what point does he come in and say, sorry mate, I can't do it. You know, I can't fit a windscreen with this seal. So he was going about 45 minutes. And I was inside doing something else, and he knocked on the door and he said, so there's good news and bad news. Good news is the windscreen's in. Bad news is it cracked. Normally when he has clients, he says that, you know, seals can be really fiddly, particularly on classic cars. You know, fitting the seal on the windscreen, they can be, you know, made to different tolerances. And that if the windscreen breaks, it's on the owner. But because it was Defenders and he's never had a problem with Defenders and they're so quick and easy, he didn't explain that to me up front. So he showed us to me and he was like, this is the first, I mean, he's like probably late 30s. He's been doing this a long time. He said this is the first Defender windscreen he's ever broken. Which, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. But so in my head I'm like, oh shit, what happens now? I need a new windscreen. So the upshot is I think I'm going to pay for the new windscreen, but he's not going to charge me for the first fitting. So it's probably going to cost me about 100 quid. I mean, shit happens and all that, but I mean, it's cracked all the way to the top here. Yeah, so there we go. I would say, so I gave Allmakes a go because I think a lot of the aftermarket seals that people fit are Britpop or Bearmac. My advice from this is, I don't know. You could do it yourself and you'd probably break a windscreen, and you'd be in the same situation as if having paid someone and they broke the windscreen. Genuine seals are about 110 quid at the moment, which is, compared to this Allmakes seal, is about 13 quid. You can get them for about 8 quid, which is crazy to think of the quality difference. Actually, I'll go and get the seal out in a minute and I'll show you the difference between the two. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think you just got to assume that it's probably going to go wrong no matter who does it, and you're going to pay some kind of price. It's always a tricky one because people think if you're going to replace the windscreen, you might as well get a heated windscreen. Why not get a heated windscreen at the same time? But there's a chance that his heated windscreen is going to crack. Choosing the rubber does have a bearing on whether the windscreen cracks. I mean, he said it was very tough, difficult, and hard rubber, and he was just about getting there. He thought it was going all right, and then he got to this last edge, and it just cracked. And he was more surprised than I was, to be honest. He was gutted, I think is probably the right word. So I felt for him a bit in that respect, but I'm not going to lose much sleep over it. Okay, let's go and get the seal out, and I'll show you the difference. So here is the genuine windscreen seal. I didn't pay. I found this is another one of my bargains I found on eBay. Got this as 25 quid on eBay. Normally they're about 110 quid at the moment. This one's 2018 made. So I was very lucky to find it. But I did think I could have fitted this, and I should have fitted it, to be honest. It's a bit crazy not to fit it. But I thought, I would get an aftermarket one fitted and get some experience myself, and maybe try and make a video about it, and we'll see what happens. Well, we've seen what happens now, haven't we? Right, let's go to the car. So let's have a see how we can see this. There's the Allmakes one. It's just been fitted. This is the genuine one. So the windscreen fits into this slot, and this is the outside bit you see. There's a bit of a difference there. This is more like a sharp groove. This one's more of just a smooth depression. So there's definitely not OEM from that perspective. One difference I have noticed, the original seal fitted right down to here, so this one's about 2 millimeters narrower at this point, and that might have a bit of a bearing. Let's measure the softness. So the genuine one, the Allmakes one, I'd say the Allmakes one is softer. This one's quite firm, but still pliable. I would say the Allmakes one is about 20% softer, 20-30% softer. So maybe it's the dimensions. Maybe having less of a lip here means it's harder to manipulate. Maybe that's the critical thing. Yeah, it's definitely harder. I'm going to try and measure these just to put it to bed. So that is about 21 millimeters. Thereabouts. So I'll take it from, I'm not sure if this is going to be exactly the same kind of measurement. That is, so let's try as flatten as possible. That's about 24, so that's 3 mil difference. So maybe it's more the dimensions rather than the exact dimensions and the pliability of, an extra 2 mil there might give you a bit more leverage to get that, because that bit sits in here. The guy said he's happy with the seal. It wouldn't leak, and actually, having it rained last night as well, the leaks in the footwell are less than they were before. I think there's still some leaks getting in here because this flap won't close properly the way the dashboard is fitted, so that's probably contributing to the leaks as well. But there we go. Yeah, what's the moral of the story? Well, if I bought genuine and got it fitted and it worked, probably be paying about the same as buying this one and cracking the windscreen and buying a new windscreen. So depends if you want a new windscreen or not. He did mention that my screen, because it's fading around the edges here, that means that water's getting in between the laminate parts of the windscreen. So it's an old windscreen. It's got, it's got imperfections on it and whatever. What he did say is that this having been fitted, so he's coming back today to fit the new windscreen, and this happened yesterday evening. He said that fitting this rubber to the new windscreen will be easier because this has been sat on a windscreen overnight. So that's a weird thing. You can either have a genuine seal, or you can have a new windscreen, because if you fit an aftermarket seal, it'll crack the windscreen, you get a new windscreen, and then this rubber will work. or you just fit a genuine seal to your existing windscreen and it won't crack and it'll work. So maybe that's the pick. And there is the new windscreen. It's always pretty hard to film glass, but there we go, it's in, no cracks. It still was a bit fiddly for them, but it went a bit easier than the other one. This window's got ever so slightly green tint to it. Brian, we got that Llama shield. Never heard of that one, but it doesn't matter. I've got a brand new windscreen out of it. So what happened in the end was he's charged me 75 quid because he felt so bad about the fact he cracked it and he'd never done it before and he didn't warn me about it. So I've basically got a new seal and a windscreen for 75 quid and I didn't have to fit it myself. So it's turned out a bit of a bargain actually. I do feel for him. Actually. So that was my escapade with fitting the new windscreen rubber and then ending up with a new windscreen. Are you scared? I'm frigging scared. I'm not sure I'd want to go through this again. Just to sum up, I would say if you've got an old windscreen, this one that was on there was probably the original, which was 23 years old. There was definite signs of age with the white, the hazing around the edge. So the glass will be more brittle. He did explain that to me. He said because it's an older windscreen that actually he should have warned me, etc., etc., that it was a higher chance of cracking. So if you've got an old windscreen and you want to replace your rubber, get someone else to do it, and possibly think about replacing the screen at the same time, because that will probably make the job go a lot easier. What I would also say is if you're not going to want to pay the price for the genuine seals, buy one of each bare matte brick by Allmakes. Maybe not Allmakes, because I've just shown you what happened here. This is the PR2 range of Allmakes. The problem with the seals is there's not really a price point between 12 quid and 110 quid. There's no like 30 quid option or 40 quid option that's a bit more OEM or is OEM. There's no real difference there. So you're either left with the really expensive genuine stuff or the cheap rubbish. So what I would probably say is buy one of the 3 wholesale seals, get someone around to fit it. They judge which one they want to fit and then they'll fit that one. And that would probably cost you 45 quid. And that's probably worth it to have a better chance of, so not saving yourself on the genuine price, but not having the risk of cracking a windscreen, particularly if you're going to fit a new one. There we go. I'll be interested to know all of your thoughts and what you've experienced with windscreens as well, because I have seen on forums that this does tend to go wrong occasionally. It's not uncommon to go wrong, so leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.